Hello, good morning, GM friends, and welcome to zazoome. I'm Sherry Barbera, and today we are talking about how to sell NFTs on marketplace OpenSea. And this is a beginner's guide to that, and I am going to get right into it because, of course, I'm super excited about this. There are a few key steps that you need to know. The first is that you have to pre-make your NFTs, and I'm going to talk about all of this. You want to set up your account on OpenSea. You need a crypto wallet, which I talked about in the last couple videos. Then you want to create a collection on OpenSea itself, and then you want to upload your NFTs, and that's called create as well. So you create NFTs. Now, how do you make NFTs? You can either use an image, and that would be a JPEG or a PNG or an SVG or something like that. You can use music. That would be a .mp3. You can do 3D animation. You can do a GIF. So there's lots of different ways for you to create an NFT, which you can do in Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva. There's so many places that you can create NFTs. You can make paintings, sculpture, whatever you want, and then take photographs of them or videos of them. There are a lot of different ways that you can make NFTs. These are the types of files that are supported, and there are quite a lot. And if you're not familiar with any of these, look them up, okay? Because they're all valuable to you. Once you've completed creating your NFT collection or your unique one-of-ones or whatever it is that you want to do, save them to your computer so that you're ready to create your collection on OpenSea. Questions? Are there any questions about that? Let's see who is here. Hey, Rob, welcome. I'm going to pop over to Salome, and I am just going to be able to say hello to everyone. Hi. Hi, so great that you're here. GM Dale, that means good morning. And for those of you that are new to NFTs, you gotta learn the lingo. And so in the morning you say GM,
General
good morning.
Motors, not General Motors.
General Motors. And at night you say GN for good night. And there are two places that people in the NFT world are meeting on a regular basis, and that is Twitter and Discord. So if you haven't been on there, get on there. Okay, get on there now. Who else is here? Jeffrey, hello and welcome, Jeffrey. Great to see you and good morning. And Dale said, is there a file size maximum for NFTs? Yes, 100 meg, and I will be covering that shortly. But thank you so much for already asking questions. I love that. Okay, let's get back to the slides. If you have any additional questions, please leave them in the comments below this video. First thing you want to do is set up your crypto wallet. And so go to OpenSea. And then once you get to OpenSea, then I'm going to talk to you about how you set up your crypto wallet. So you go to OpenSea, and in the top right corner of the page, so this is what happens when you get to OpenSea, you see this. But look at this. In the top right corner, you see this little round icon. It looks like this, except the head is kind of detached. And yes,
Marinella is asking about prices.
How much is it to place on the sea? Okay, so I am going to, let me just say, I'm over on us right now. I'm just going to say that I love your questions. Please keep them coming. Sal will let me know when there are questions, but let me run through my slides. Don't stop posting questions. Let me run through my slides until I get to the point where I say questions. And then I'm going to cover all of your questions at that point, up to that point. So yes, please post them. I love that. And Marinella, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, I will answer these questions for you. And Joanne, welcome, Joanne. Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming. And I appreciate you. Okay, let's get back to the slides. Once you are on, let me go back real quickly to this. Once you are on the main page of OpenSea, on the top right, you're going to see Explore Stats Resources. You're going to see this little icon, this little kind of like headless round person thingy. You want to click on that. And when you click on that, what happens is there's a drop down that says profile. And you want to click profile. This is so that you can set up you as an account to sell on OpenSea. So set up your profile, and then the first thing it's going to say is connect your wallet. And that is your cryptocurrency wallet. Now, they give you 4 top options because these are the top options. The most popular one is Metamask. It's got this little icon of a fox, and it is the most popular because it is the easiest to use. And these are other options that you can use. So if you don't have Metamask, Coinbase, Wallet Connect, Formatic, you can use any one of these. And if you don't even have one of those, you can ask to use a new one that you have, and they will set you up. Meaning OpenSea will let you set that up. So you set up your crypto wallet, the most popular one being Metamask. Now, there are a lot of scams happening right now in the NFT world, in the crypto world. And I'm sure if you're keeping up on it, you've seen a number of things that are happening recently. In fact, I just did a YouTube short about this couple that that are trying to launder $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. And so there's a lot of stuff happening. So when you go to MetaMask, there are people who are trying to pretend that they're MetaMask even. So you want to be sure that you go to metamask.io. If it's anything else, that is not MetaMask, okay? So be sure you're in the right place. That's why I'm telling you all this. MetaMask actually becomes an extension on your browser. These are the supported browsers: Chrome, Firefox, Brave, and Edge. Chrome being the top one that everyone recommends that you use. Now you can also put MetaMask on your phone, and it works both on Android and iPhone. The first thing that you do is create a password for MetaMask, and it's got to be at least 8 characters, and it's got to have upper and lowercase and symbols and all that kind of stuff. You want to make it as difficult for someone to figure out as you possibly can. So don't use anything simple. Be very, very creative with this, and then store it someplace secure, along with, this is the most important thing, your secret recovery phrase. Wow, what the heck do I mean by a secret recovery phrase? Well, that is going to be 12 words that MetaMask gives you. You don't choose these words. MetaMask gives you 12 words. You read them left to right, and then left to right and left to right. And this is something that you want to copy and save off of your computer in a vault. Honestly, in a vault. I'm going to pop over to us, honey. It's just, you can't be secure enough. And when you start putting money into your cryptocurrency wallet, your MetaMask wallet, you don't want to lose your money. And when you're a newbie to this, everything is unfamiliar. Everything is scary, and so many things can happen. So your password, your seed phrase, your 12-word phrase, this is something that if you give away or don't keep secure or lose, oh my God, don't lose it.
Yeah, don't put it in so good of a hiding place that you don't remember where that is.
That you can't find it because...
Or put it in multiple places so that
multiple places is a really good idea.
I mean, yeah.
It is. It's a really good idea because it is the only way. If you can't get your password, you can also sign on to MetaMask with your seed phrase. It is the only way to get into your MetaMask wallet. And I believe this is probably pretty true of other wallets, though I haven't used them, that they want you to be as secure as possible. Now, I don't know if you heard, there was a story quite a while ago. It was probably at least a year ago,
boy.
Maybe more.
Oh, boy.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
About some people who bought Bitcoin very early on, years ago, okay? And it was like pretty much worthless. It was not
right.
anything, okay? And
Well,
even
they
at
weren't
that
too
time,
concerned about how careful they were about saving their passwords and their code, and yeah.
They weren't careful about anything. And they were kind of la-di-da, and in fact, people were paying some artists, et cetera, with Bitcoin just because it was so cheap and people were like, yeah, it's cool, you know, sure, pay me in Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, they lost their password and they lost their seed phrase and they lost everything and they couldn't find it. And for some of them now, that Bitcoin is worth millions. One guy, it was worth $5 million and he couldn't find his password. So please don't do that. Be smart about it. Save it somewhere. That is what you want to do. Let's go back to the slides. Okay. Next, what MetaMask is going to ask you to do is confirm your seed phrase. And what you need to do is select it literally in the order. They have it here, but not in order. Literally in the order. And what I mean by that is they give you this seed phrase, flip. And it's not going to be this, but this is just to show you what I mean. Flip, salon, there, kite, accuse, salmon, blade, chip, clap, bean. You know, it doesn't mean anything. But it is in order. This is a specific order. So when it comes to the next screen for MetaMask and it says select each phrase in order, they mean in order. Because if you don't and it's not correct, you can't keep going. Okay, you can't even keep going. So this is why I'm saying right off the bat, screenshot, put it on an external hard drive, write everything down on a piece of paper, put it in a file, lock it into a security in a bank, do all the, I know it sounds crazy, but do all these things.
Put it in your underwear drawer like I do. What?
Nothing. Just so you don't lose it. Okay, do not recover your seed words in a public place. Why? Because you don't want people to steal your account. Remember, copy it somewhere safe. Save it as a file. Okay, save it, save it, save it. Any questions about that?
Oh, you bet there is.
Now, coming back to us and I'm answering questions. Okay,
Good.
So Marinella wants to know, how much is it to place on the sea? Great question, Marinella. The answer to that is nothing. It's free. You can go to OpenSea, you can open an account, you can create a collection, you can upload your NFTs, you pay nothing except, caveat, the very first time you upload your very first NFT, you pay a gas fee. It's just the very, very first time. And once you've done that, if you do a 10K project of 10,000 NFTs, the rest of them you can upload for free. Now, why is that? It's because what's called lazy minting. So you don't really mint the NFT until it's sold. And so to post NFTs on OpenSea after the first one, where you pay, is free. It's completely free. So you can upload every single one of these NFTs, and then when someone buys it, this is where all the fees come in. And they vary, and I will go through that.
But I have a quick question.
Great question.
I have a quick question related.
Yes.
So that first gas fee,
Yeah.
does it vary? Does it have to do with what your NFT is or how?
It does vary. It is the most expensive one. It is the most expensive gas fee, and it's because literally OpenSea is setting you up as an account on the blockchain. And so you are being set up as a real account. Like this is frozen in time on the blockchain forever. As long as the blockchain exists, it's for real. So you are paying the fees for people sitting at computers to come up with all of the numbers and letters that are unique to you to create your account. And so it is the most expensive. It will be the most expensive, and that will vary. And I can't give you a specific amount because it will vary, but you can find out before you pay it what it will be and decide, do I want to do this or not? Because there are other marketplaces where the fees are very minimal or even close to zero. But OpenSea, being the biggest market, is the smartest one to be on. So that's why we're covering that.
Doesn't Mark Cuban have a...
Mark Cuban has one called Mintable. Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people have marketplaces now. So, yes. Okay. And so the next question Marinelle has is, copy to clipboard. Should I do that on Coinbase? Yes, but copy to clipboard only means that you're saving it temporarily. If you then copy something else, you've lost it. So what do you want to do? Copy it to your clipboard and paste it into a file, a text file that you then save to an external hard drive, print it out and put it in a file, print it out and put it in a bank vault. I know
underwear drawer.
Or your underwear drawer like Sal or whatever you want to do. But don't just copy it to your clipboard because your clipboard is not secure. It just gets written over every time you copy something else. So remember, copy to clipboard, yay, but then quick, paste it into something, save that something if it's a text file, with the title of what it is, and then put it somewhere secure off of your computer. Off of your computer. Great question. Okay. Marinella, I love your questions. Versus backup manually. By the way, thank you for my earlier question. You're very clear. Thank you. Okay. Versus backup manually. You have to do both. You have to do both because copy to clipboard doesn't mean anything. So when you are copying and pasting and saving, 3 steps, copy, paste, save, to a text file, a Word document, a page document, whatever it is that you're copy, paste, saving, then you take that actual manual physical on your computer digital thing, put it onto an external hard drive, print it out, stick it in a real file cabinet with a key, do all these things that you need to do to feel safe and secure. Yes, you must do all of those things. And thank you for asking those questions. I love those questions. Any other questions, honey?
No.
Okay, we will continue. Okay, questions resolved. And if you have any more, put them in the comments below this video. Now, we're ready to set up your profile page. This is so cool. I love this because, this is like setting up your own website, but on OpenSea. So what do? You add a banner just like you would on a website. You add a profile image, which is your icon or your logo or whatever you want it to be, just like you would on a website. How do you do that? Well, here is your profile page icon now. It's nothing yet, okay? But it's blue for OpenSea, it's blue. And then you go down below that and you will see this little gear that says settings. Click on that, okay? Click on settings. Now you get to profile settings. So here's your profile image. See, there's a little eye that you may not be able to see it. And I'm not going to zoom in right now because I have too much to cover. There's this little eye right here next to profile image giving you more information. But anyway, when you hover over this, the little pencil will come up that you can click. And now you can upload your image. You can also, here's your profile banner, a little icon there. You can also upload, because at the moment there won't be anything there. I'm showing you one that I already put up there. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. Let's keep going. Your banner size needs to be 1400 wide by 400 high pixels. 1400 wide by 400 high pixels. OpenSea recommends that you do not put any text on it. This is not YouTube. This is not a website. This is OpenSea, and this is what they want you to do. So you can do whatever you want to do, of course, but they just recommend no text. 100 meg maximum file. So you just want to be sure that your file isn't larger than 100 meg. And I uploaded this file to my profile account, and I like it, okay? And I made it in Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and if you want a link to Canva, it's in the description below this video. I love Canva. Those of you who have been with me a long, long time know how much I love Canva. You can make everything in Canva. I just love it so much. Okay, now your profile image. What size is that? Well, let's find out. That should be 350 by 350 pixels. So it's a small square image, no larger than 100 meg. Why in the world would 350 by 350 be 100 meg? Well, if it's super, super, super high resolution, like 4K or something like that resolution for this, then yeah, it's going to be a very big file. So that's why they're saying no larger than 100 meg. And now you can see I uploaded an image, and it's Nifty Girls, and that's the name of the collection that Sal and I and my mom are working on for our first NFT collection. And then the next thing that you want to do is you go back to your profile setting and you want to add your username here. What is your username? So for me, it's Nifty Girl. Okay, and Nifty stands for NFT. That's where Nifty came up with. So NFTY, Nifty Girl. And Nifty Girls with a Z is what our collection is going to be. And I've already registered our domains and everything, and I'm getting all that set up. So it's pretty darn exciting. So your username is whatever you want the name of your page and collection and profile to be on OpenSea. Also, there's a caveat with that. There are now a lot of people on OpenSea, so you may not be able to get your first choice. So be sure to come up with a few ideas of what you would really like for that to be. So enter your username, then your bio. This is tell the world your story, whatever it is, and then enter an email address. This doesn't get shown, but this is for OpenSea. And then links to your Twitter, your Instagram, and your website, and they have yoursite.io. Why? Because .io, .xyz, .ai, .me, these are the domain, the end of the domains that are the hottest ones right now. Hot, hot, hot for people who are in the NFT and the crypto space. So that's why you want to try to get one of those, okay? And then down here, a little bit hidden is your wallet address, and that is my Metamask Wallet address. It is a public address. This is not a seed phrase. This is public. This is how people can actually give you money. So yeah, you want my public address? There it is. Here it is right here, okay? And these little tiny little icons right here, if you click on them, that is to copy that. And then once you have done all of that, yay, okay, you've set up your profile. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to come back to us. Yeah, woo! Okay, so Dale said, can Canva have templates? Does Canva have templates for OpenSea? They should, right? They should, but they do not yet. And I could make you a template if you want, but it's just 1400 by 400 for your banner. It's 350 by 350 for your icon. And when you go to Canva, it's super simple. Maybe I'll do a video on how to use Canva for NFTs. I think that'd be really, really fun. I love that you said that, Dale, so thank you. That might be really, really fun, so I probably will do that. Okay, guys, any other questions while you have the two of us? I'm looking. I don't see anything in the chat. Okay, I'm going to go back to the slides. All right. If any of you watching have questions now, leave them in the comments below this video, and we will be happy to get to them. Next, this is so exciting. You're going to create your collection page. Now, why is this different from your account page? Because your account page is basically just like everything that you're putting up there on OpenSea. Your collection page is very specific to a collection that you want to post on OpenSea. So for your profile page, you can kind of like whatever, right? But for your collection page, you can even have a different banner, a different icon, a different everything, the name of your collection, because you can have multiple collections that you sell. So let's say you're a photographer, but you're also a painter. You can have a collection for your photos, and you can have a collection for your paintings. If you're a musician, you can have a collection for your music. You can have a collection of, let's say, your album covers. I know that's so dated. Your, whatever you call them, covers of your music, right? Whatever you call them, covers. Okay, so let's see. Joanne said, can you use a CR code for payments on OpenSea? I want to say no, but things are changing so rapidly on OpenSea, like every other platform, that I'm going to say no with a caveat. Do your own research, DYOR, because always with everything I tell you, DYOR anyway, because you want to be sure that you have the most current information, because what I'm saying today is current today, but who knows what it's going to be tomorrow. Things are happening rapidly in this awesome, awesome space. But great question. Thank you, Joanne. And Alicia, hello Alicia, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Will this video be available for accessing later? Are you recording? Yes, I am, honey. This is on YouTube. It is staying on YouTube. It is on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is zazoome. And if you look, wait, where does it say zazoome? Here, zazoome, right below me, right? It says zazoome. I'm gonna move that up so that you can see. Oh, well, I guess I can't really move it up. I'm gonna lock that again. zazoome is the name of our YouTube channel, and please go to it, subscribe to it if you haven't subscribed already, and then you'll be notified of every single video that we post at that time. I'm going back to us for a second, honey, because I have another question from Marinella. I love these questions, Marinella. Can I work, for example, place NFT for my daughters, for others that don't know how to utilize this, just wondering, and then split any profits? Ooh, that is such a good question. Huh. Oh my God, that is such a good question. That is a sophisticated question. So can you place NFTs for other people? Yes, you can place NFTs for other people. Can you split the profits with them? Yes. But
so like an NFT broker, so
yeah,
to speak?
Can you be like an NFT broker? Yes. But it is all manual right now. And if anyone knows of an automatic way to do that, please put it in the comments, because right now all I know is that it's manual. But yes, you can post other people's NFTs for them. You put that in the description that this is work by blah, 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 and whoever it is. And then you can link to their website. You can link to their, Twitter, Discord, whatever. You can link to their stuff. But yes, if you want to make a collection just for them on your page. Now, do I recommend that? Not really. I don't really recommend that. I think it's so much better. You're in at the bottom. You're in at the ground floor of this amazing time. Amazing. NFTs, cryptocurrency, blockchain. I mean, everything is new. Yes. So teach other people how to do this so that it's not a mystery. Okay, if you know how to do this, if you understand how to open your own account on OpenSea, now you've done it. Now you can help somebody else. So that is what I recommend, as opposed to doing a collection for somebody else. I say teach them, show them how to do this so that they're in on the ground floor with you, and we all grow this amazing space together, right? We all grow it together.
Yeah, I'd have to say, and it's just me, because I worry about things, I would be a little nervous about being responsible for somebody else's NFTs.
And that is a really good point, because at a certain time in your life, maybe you don't want to deal with that for your daughters, right? Maybe you just want your daughters to take care of whatever it is for themselves. Now's the time, okay? Now's a perfect time for that. Unless they're little children, which maybe they are, okay? And then I give you kudos for that. If they're little kids, fine, post it for them. That's awesome. But if they're adults, if they're teenagers, they can do this themselves, and I think it'd be fantastic to show them. And women in NFTs, huge right now. It's the first space truly that women are, there's like, I don't know, maybe 38% of people on the NFT marketplaces are women, which is really incredible. Usually these kind of platforms are men, and I'm not being sexist. It's just the truth. So that's the way it goes. Okay, Rob, if money is involved, get agreements in writing. Yes, Rob, excellent point. Even if it's your daughters, even if it's family, even if it's friends, always have an agreement, because you never know what's going to happen to you. Something could happen to you, right? And then what happens to the wallet? What happens to the NFTs? What happens to the collection? Get it all in writing so that if anything happens...
Because it could turn into a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it could really, snowball and turn into a lot of money.
Right. I mean, if you've been following this space, which I'm sure you have because you're here, thank you, it's crazy. I mean, the prices are just crazy. And it's not that everyone makes these insane prices on their NFTs, but you can.
Right.
And that's the super boss coolest thing in the world about this. Okay, so create your collection page. Woohoo! All right, let's go to that. So how do you do this? Well, go back up to you see your little icon. It's a picture. And look, right next to it is this word create. When you click on that, there is a drop down. So we already did your profile, right? This is favorites. That's just, things that you like, blah, blah, blah. What are we interested in? My collection. So when you click my collection, what comes up is this, my collection, create a collection. Click it. Woo! This is very exciting, right? Okay, now you're going to do the same exact thing that you just did for your own personal or business page, account page on OpenSea. So you have just opened an account on OpenSea. You have set up your profile page. Now you are setting up, this is different from your profile page. You are setting up a collection page, okay? This is for your NFTs. Woo! Okay, so create a collection, logo, featured image, banner image, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go through all these steps. Okay, this is so exciting, I love this. So you're gonna add your logo image, featured image, banner image, the name of your collection. This is not the name of your page. Your account page is separate. This is the name of your collection, and then a custom URL. Now, I love this so much. I love this so much. So what does OpenSea do for you? They give you, unlike YouTube that makes you have 100 subscribers before you can apply to get your custom URL, on OpenSea, you just do it automatically yourself. So they're going to show you the whole URL with http : blah, 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 and then OpenSea.io, and then / and collection. And then you put the actual name of your collection. And you can put it all smashed together as one word, or you can put dashes in between it. They tell you what you can do. You can also add numbers if you want to. It's up to you. But I love that. I think that is so wonderful, that they do this for you. There's some pretty cool stuff on OpenSea, okay? Pretty cool. Okay, your logo. Once again, the logo is 350 by 350 pixels. Your featured image. Now, here is something different. Why? Well, your logo is what shows up under the banner on your collection page, but your featured image is kind of like if you go to YouTube and you see all those little thumbnails of what the videos are. That is a featured image. It's a thumbnail. It's just a thumbnail of your entire collection. So OpenSea is saying, hey, how do you want this to show up on OpenSea? And you create this featured image of your collection, 600 by 400 pixels. So it's a little bit wider. It's landscape as opposed to a square, right? It's landscape as opposed to a square. And even though for your logo, you're creating a square, it's still going to show up just like this does as a circle. So just remember, anything important, keep it in the middle because it's going to cut off the edges of your circle. So just remember that. Banner is exactly the same size, 1400 by 400 pixels. You can make all of this on Canva. And, I think you're so smart. I guess I will do a Canva for NFTs. Okay. Name your collection. So this is what you want to name. This particular collection, you can have lots of collections under your account. So this is one collection. So you call this collection something. Now, if I was going to be doing Nifty Girls, then this collection would have been called Nifty Girls. But I'm not ready to post that yet, and I was just doing this for you guys so I could show you what to do. So I called it a random name, and I called it Random Nifty Girl. Okay, so I just called it Random Nifty Girl. So the name of the collection is Random Nifty Girl. And then look at this. I can customize my URL. So here it is. Here's the HTTPS, which stands for Secure Socket Layers. So it is a secure site. You want to make sure there's an S there. And then look, OpenSea.io. So make sure that you're really on OpenSea. Once again, just like Metamask, people are ripping this stuff off. So be sure you're on the right OpenSea. OpenSea.io is the legit OpenSea. Okay, and then it'll say /collection / look, random nifty girl. And that's how I customized it. Now it could have been Random Nifty Girl all smashed together. I could have done whatever I wanted there, but I didn't want to do, I wanted it to be easy. But look, you can do, and so first, only lowercase. So you can't have random with a capital R, no. Everything is lowercase. And then you can use letters, numbers, and hyphens. So you can't use underscores or anything like that, just letters, numbers, and hyphens. So pretty cool, right? And then here you put your description, and they let you do markdown syntax, which is so cool. So for those of you who don't know what that means, it means that if you're creating a description and you want it to have bold, and you want it to have icons, and you want it to have, italics and underlines and all kinds of stuff, then you have to use what's called markdown syntax. And literally here, do you see that this is blue? You can click markdown and it will explain to you how you create markdown syntax. And what is so amazing about that is you can also download a cheat sheet for that. You can learn on YouTube videos, what is markdown, blah, blah, blah. But you don't have to do any of that. You can create just a basic, looks like a typewriter typed it, kind of, for those of you that remember typewriters, a typewriter typed it like me. You don't have to do syntax. It doesn't have to be this gorgeous thing, but it could be. And if you want hot links, hyperlinks, then you absolutely must use Markdown. So, okay, let's keep going because that is a lot to absorb and pretty cool, right? So what does it look like when it's all set up? Well, because I only have one NFT uploaded because I wanted to, do it and then be able to talk about it intelligently. It looks a little bit lame, right? I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it looks a little bit lame because there's only one NFT in this random Nifty Girl collection. But that's okay. I'm excited because I actually did it and it's mine. So this is what I want you to do as well. Just do it because it's so cool, right? It's just so cool to do all this stuff by yourself. I'm going to pop over to us, honey. This is what I want you guys to remember. This is new for everybody. So most of the people that are on OpenSea, they started just the same place that we're starting at nothing, right? Nobody knew anything. So don't be afraid to do this. If you're not sure about something, go back in this video, look at it again, ask questions and comments if you're not sure. And then OpenSea also has its own documentation. They have a blog, they have resources, all this kind of stuff is available for you because they want you to be on there. So use it.
Yeah, didn't we just look up that Tom Brady, the quarterback, then he just started doing NFTs when he retired. He retired and started doing
NFTs and got funded by, $50 million or something like that.
He's got connection, but the point is he knew that it's a really good investment. It's a really good thing to get involved in.
Yes, especially sports. Oh my gosh. It's huge. It is just absolutely huge. Are there any other questions? Thank you so much for your clarification. Love that clarity. Thanks, Marinella. I love clarity too. And I think that is one of the things that is so difficult for this new space is that so much of it is foggy. It's like, what does that mean? What is an NFT? What's a non-fungible token? Did you ever even hear that weirdo word before? No. Fungible.
Why would I hear about that?
Right. I mean, why would anybody hear about fungible? It's like, what does that mean? What's a blockchain? What is, cryptocurrency? It's very cryptic sounding, right? And so that gives you a clue. Blockchain even gives you a clue. NFT, well, not so much, right? Non-fungible token, not so much there. So that needs a much bigger explanation. But even so much of this stuff is unclear. And the most important thing is DYOR, do your own research to understand. And thank you for being here and watching this because that is going to help you gain clarity. And of course, ask those questions. I love questions because that is what is going to help you understand. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Okay, now we are ready to create our NFT collection because we've set up our NFT collection page. So what does that mean? It just means that now those NFTs that you pre-made before and put on your computer ready to go, that's what we want. So you're going to be uploading your NFT files. And what OpenSea says to you is create. You are not literally creating your NFT on OpenSea, you are uploading it to NFT. That is what they mean by create. They don't mean create your NFT here. So you will be uploading either just one, just one single unique thing, like maybe it's a photograph of a painting that you made and you just want to sell one because there's just one. Maybe it's multiples. There are people that are doing multiples, like a limited edition print. Valid, right? A limited edition print is valid. I own plenty of prints. I own paintings as well. I own photographs as well, but limited edition prints, huge. I own a Rauschenberg print. I love it. It's an edition of a certain number, right? And so that's the same with NFTs. You can buy a multiple. That's what they call them, a multiple. And basically, it's just the same as buying a limited edition of anything. So it's very legitimate to do that. And then a collection. Wow. So collections are where you're doing hundreds, maybe thousands of NFTs, possibly hand-drawn, which is insane, possibly hand-drawn, and then all of that taken and computer-generated into an amazing and unique collection of NFTs. And we have one question, which I am going to go ahead and answer. What is the question? Let's see. Jeffrey, after you've created NFTs or a collection on OpenSea, how do you market it? What do you do thereafter to get sales? Wonderful questions. Okay, I'm going to keep going because absolutely wonderful questions, Jeffrey, and I will get to that at the end. Thank you so much for asking those. Okay. And as I said, keep asking those questions because all of them, I will get to them. All right, so now you are going to create an NFT. What does that mean? You are not literally creating an NFT here. You've already pre-created them, right? You've pre-made them. They're on your computer. What it does mean is you are going to upload your pre-made NFT. So you click here and it will take you to your desktop or wherever you have saved your NFT. And now you can upload it. So create new item, image, video, audio, or 3D model. File type supported, I went through them, maximum size 100 meg. Very important. This is where you're going to click and then you are going to upload. The file type supported, once again, these are the file types supported. If you're not familiar with some of these things, look them up. Do your own research. Super important. I will make a video about this in the future, but I'm not doing it right this second. Okay, what is next? Name the item. That is the name of your NFT. So if the name of whatever you are uploading is Random Nifty Girl, let's say it's your first ever piece in your Random Nifty Girl collection and you just want to call it Random Nifty Girl #1, okay, that's the name. So that's where you put in the name. Now maybe you did make a website, or maybe you have a Discord, or maybe you just want people to go to Twitter and see is there any more information about this? And you can put an external link right here, okay? And that is where you put this. And then you describe what it is that this is about. And once again, you can use markdown syntax, which is great. So name, link, description. There we go. And this is what it ends up looking like. And this is where all of the parts are. And now you want to select the collection that you just made. And let's say you just made it, you didn't refresh the page, you click this down arrow over here and nothing comes up. And you're like, but why? I made my collection page. I don't understand. Why isn't it showing up? Well, it's just because you didn't refresh the page. So what you can do is if it doesn't show up, just type in the name of your collection. And as soon as you start typing, it's going to pop up. So don't worry, it's there. Okay, next are properties, levels, and stats. And all of this matters. So the collection is the new collection that you just created. Properties are what makes this individual NFT special? What makes it unique? Is it the background? Like maybe if it were a picture of me, it might say something like Sherry, person. It might say background artwork. It might say background lighting. It might say earrings, it might say necklace. You know, there might be a bunch of things that you want to put down as property traits. And all of these are going to show up underneath this NFT to make it more and more and more understandable, interesting, valuable, scarce, whatever it is that you want it to be. Levels, these are number traits, numerical traits that show as a progress bar, and then stats, same thing, but they show up as numbers instead of a progress bar. Now, OpenSea, just like everywhere else, wants you to understand things. So you want to click all these little eye circles and get more information from them. And then look, even here, whenever it's blue, it's a hot clickable something. So learn more about creating NFTs for free on OpenSea. Awesome, right? So you can go and do this yourself and learn more, or create another collection. And clicking this button is going to create another collection. So, wow. All of this is so super cool. Now, when you add your properties, first you get these two boxes. What type is it and what name is it? And then you can keep adding more and more and more until you're done. And be sure to save. If you don't save, it doesn't save, okay? So don't do all this work and and then forget to save. Be sure to save everything. That's why it's blue, because it's a clickable link. Now, what does that mean? What is a type? Well, a type is like a background, so maybe the background behind me is just orange. So the type would be background and the name of it would be orange. That, I hope, is giving you an idea of what properties stand for. So for example, background, orange, 9% have this trait. And these are where we start to come in with the statistics, okay? Body, T logo, 2% have this trait. Eye, stone, 15%. 15% have this trait. Sparkles, 3% have this trait. Ramen, towel, pearl. Okay, so you get the idea. This is what properties stand for. And the more properties you put in, the more information you're giving people about your NFT. Now, if it's a big giant collection of, let's say, 1,000 or 10,000 NFTs, these properties start to become incredibly important, because when something only has 1%, that makes it rare. And rare is good. Rare is good. People pay more money for rare. So you want to have traits that lots and lots of them have. Maybe 100% of them have one specific trait, or maybe 80% of them, or maybe 25%. But then maybe there are some that only have like 6% have this trait, or 0.1% have this trait. I don't know how you would do a 0.1%, but you could. You could do that. So this is why it's so important to put the stats down. Here's another super important thing. Fields are case sensitive. So uppercase and lowercase when you're typing matters. And if you say background orange and you do a capital O and then lowercase RANGE for everything, and then in the next one you do all caps, and then the next one you do all lowercase, those are three separate properties. They're not the same thing. Okay, so it matters. Fields are case sensitive. Double check your spelling if you add the same attribute to multiple NFTs. I can't emphasize that enough. You will be sorry if you do it wrong, so do it right. Now, the other thing is unlockable content. What in the world is that? That's so cool, right? There's two different kinds of content. You can add unlockable content or explicit or sensitive content. And it doesn't have to sound like it's, X-rated or anything. It just might be that you are showing a credit card number or some crazy thing like that, but only to the person that buys it. It will only be revealed when the person buys it. So whatever you put in content is for a reason, okay? Include unlockable content that can only be revealed by the owner of the item, or set this item as explicit and sensitive content. So you want to be sure that you are doing the right thing, okay? Always do the right thing. So if it's unlockable content, what does that mean? Well, maybe what you're showing on your collection page is a super low resolution of the actual NFT. So maybe let's say the NFT itself is in super high resolution. Let's say it's 3,500 pixels by 3,500 pixels, but all you're showing is 350 by 350. Okay, so that's a low resolution, but when you sell it, the person who buys it is able to unlock the actual high resolution file. Okay, maybe it's contact information to redeem the NFT. Let's say you don't even want to put it on OpenSea. Okay, you don't even put it on OpenSea at all. They unlock information that tells them it's like a secret treasure hunt, right? So they buy it and now they unlock this content and now they have to go somewhere else to redeem the NFT. All of these things are super cool. What if it's a physical item? What if you are selling not only the NFT itself, but you are also selling, let's say, a painting. Let's say you sell the NFT of the painting and the actual painting at the same time. Now, let's say if you were to sell just the NFT, maybe you would charge $1,000. Maybe you would charge $100. I don't know. But whatever it is that you set your price at, that's your price for the NFT. But let's say your painting you want to sell for $10,000, or you want to sell it for, $1,000 or $50,000 or whatever it is that you want to sell your painting for. Well, now you are selling a bundle. You are selling content that is not just an NFT, it's also something else. It's another item, and that other item is the physical painting of your NFT. So do you see how NFTs, they're not that simple, right? They evolve. Is each NFT unique? How does limited edition work? Great question. I will get to that. Thank you, Dale. Okay, back to. And the other thing is, what if it's an access key? It might be an encrypted access key that you get just for your own unique NFT. Okay, supply. Supply is the number of items that can be minted. No gas cost to you. What does that mean? Look it up. Here's a little I. It will give you more information. Blockchain. What is the blockchain that this is being recorded on? Is it Ethereum? Well, maybe it's something else. Look, click, and you will see there are other blockchains besides Ethereum that it can be recorded on. What about freezing your metadata? This is an interesting concept, right? Very interesting. So freezing your metadata allows you to permanently lock. Now, that's kind of scary, right? Because what if you made a mistake? What if there's a typo? What if you put the wrong color in? What if you did upper lowercase and you meant to do all lowercase? What if, right? So before you want to freeze anything forever on the blockchain and pay money to do that, don't, okay? Make sure everything is right. Edit, and look again and edit. In fact, I recently sent out an email in the newsletter and I wrote the word Olympic and I was rushing. Did I edit? No, I thought I did. I reread it like 6 times. I wrote Olympic without a Y. I was mortified. I was so embarrassed. It was like the first line in there too. Right. So please edit. Don't do what I did. Okay, don't do what I did. Be smart about it. Do the right thing. So to freeze your metadata, you must create your item first. If you've created your item, you will know that you can then freeze it. What it means to freeze an item is that you literally freeze that information permanently to the blockchain. It cannot be changed now. You have locked it digitally with numbers and letters that you've paid gas fees for this because now somebody has to create this unique metadata information on the blockchain for you, and it cannot be changed. That's it. It's done. And so you really want to be careful about freezing. I know that they offer it because it's kind of cool to do that. You can click on freeze, submit your changes, or delete the item altogether. There are a lot of things that you can do, but remember that freezing is final. So if you are going to do that, they want you to check. Yeah, I understand. I'm going to lock my metadata permanently, forever, in a decentralized file storage called IPFS. I am not getting into that today, but it is a permanent file storage place. It cannot be edited or removed. All of my content is exactly how it's intended to be presented. So This is why you need to edit before you do any kind of freezing of anything or posting of emails, right? You don't want to do that. So be aware, be aware. Okay, questions. Now, I'm going to pop over to Sal and me, and I am going to look back in through here and look at questions. So,
Jeffrey.
Okay, so Jeffrey said, after you have created NFTs or a collection on OpenSea, how do you market it? What do you do thereafter to get sales? That is such an excellent question. And this is an entire video in itself. And I'm going to give you a very, very simple explanation for how to market it, Jeffrey, because it's a great question. And I know everybody has this question. How do you market anything? It takes a lot of time. Okay, you can hire people to help you, but it takes a lot of time. You must become visible on a regular daily basis on Twitter and Discord. You must react to people's posts. You must comment on people's posts. You must post your own stuff. You must help people get to know you. Once people get to know you and you follow people and people follow you, etc., you can have a YouTube channel. You can have a website, but Twitter and Discord, these are the two big places.
What did we say
NFTs.
yesterday? You have to campaign like a politician.
Absolutely.
You have to make yourself
Absolutely.
highly visible.
Highly visible. Handshaking digitally. Constantly. And it's work. Okay, it really is a lot of work. And when you do anything to make money, it's not so simple, right? It's easy to create your page. It's easy to create your collection. It's easy to do a lot of the parts of it. Marketing is hard. Marketing is work. Marketing is intense, and it's every day. It's not just, I don't feel like it today. It's every single day, and I'm talking weekends too. And how do you do that? Well, you can hire people to do that on Fiverr, on Upwork, lots of places there you can hire people to do that. You can just post, I need help, who's got, great kudos about marketing. I'm looking to hire someone. So, and you can find out what it costs to hire people just by going to a place like Upwork and typing in marketing for social media or marketing for NFTs and finding out what people charge. That's a great way to find out what people charge. So nothing's a mystery. It's just research, okay? DYOR, it's just research. But that is the best way to market. And what do you do thereafter to get sales? Follow up, and keep going and going and going. Did that answer your question, Jeffrey? I hope it did. Does anybody else have any questions about that? Please let me know. Dale said, if each NFT is unique, how does a limited edition work? Okay. So a limited edition works the exact same way a real limited edition works, Dale. It's a great question. It gets a unique token on OpenSea. Every single NFT gets a unique token ID. So even if you're creating multiples of the same image to sell, so maybe you want to do a limited edition collection of 100 NFTs, every single time you post the same one, it gets a unique number. And you literally in your description will put 1 of 100, 2 of 100, 3 of 100. And then the token ID will also be completely unique. And this is how people will know that yes, it is a limited edition, but the token ID number is this for that edition. And truly, it's just like any other limited edition.
So it really is like a signed piece of art, signed and numbered, basically, because it's numbered, but it's also digitally signed. I guess
it's not. Yeah. So
not signed with a.
It's not signed.
Not
it's signed.
Not signed with a.
I'm glad
signature.
you said that though, because I'm glad you said that. So.
But they do have some sort of a signature as far as as a code.
You could, just like a real piece of limited edition art, you could sign it if you want to. Before you photograph it as a JPEG or film it as a video or whatever it is, your signature could be on it. And in the description of that NFT, you could say, this is a signed NFT by me. This is signed by me. Yeah. And you can make a video in, the content, right? So maybe in your content.
Are you signing it?
That is locked. You could make a video of you signing it, and you could say, hey, I'm signing your NFT for you. This is pretty cool, right? You know, NFT, this is your 1 of 1 or 1 of 100 or one, you know, right? You can do this. So there's lots of things that you can do that add value to your NFT, and all of this is important. That was a great question. So Jeffrey said yes and yes. Thank you, Jeffrey. I'm so glad. I get emails about NFT drops. What are drops? Wonderful question. And how can one get their NFTs on drops? Wonderful question. Okay, so a drop, just like anything exciting that happens for the first time, a drop is boom. Here it is. I am opening my collection today. For the very first time, we are dropping it for the public on OpenSea. And you might have and if you go to the main page of OpenSea and it talks about drops, this collection is dropping today. It is the first time that collection is being revealed. Okay, so it's the very first time it is dropping out to the public. That's what drop means. So excellent question, because drop is one of those words I want you to understand. That's a great question. Any other questions like that? Because that is a fantastic question and I hope it answered for you. And wait, you also said, how can one get their NFTs on drops? You create your drop, okay? You create your own drop. That's how it works. So if you are okay, that is such a good question, because I'm going to backtrack and I'm also going to say that you can create collections with other artists. And that's what a lot of sports people are doing. So they're creating a group collection of whatever. Yes, you can do that. You can do a collective of artists, and you all have your collection under one account on OpenSea. This is your collective account, and then that is a drop that maybe you and 5 other artists do together. Okay, so you all have uploaded your NFTs to that one collection. You all are joint owners of the one collection. It is a collective of artists, etc., etc. That's how that works. Okay, getting back to the slides. All right, listing your item to sell. This is quite a lot of information, isn't it? Listing your item to sell. Tip. First time you sell on OpenSea, yes, you do pay a gas fee. And literally a gas fee means you are paying for the electricity that someone on their computer is using to generate the unique letters and numbers that are your contract between you and OpenSea of your account. That is what you are paying for. So that is why it's called a gas fee. You will also need to approve Weth, wrapped Ether, for payment. So WETH is what is called wrapped Ether. It's just something that OpenSea does to make it easier for people to buy. And then what you want to do is you want to click the red button that says sell. Woo! This is so cool. Okay, sell, sell, sell. So I created a video called What is an NFT? Right click. And it was my response to someone who posted under one of my videos. The name of my video was What is an NFT? And this guy posted right click. And I was incensed. I was so aggravated. I was like, you little troll. How could you say right click? It's like you don't even understand what you're talking about. I am so pissed. So I'm going to go back to us, honey. So I said to Sal, so I created this video and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And I finished the video and Sal said, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What have you always said about trolls? I've always said, be nice to trolls or just ignore them, right? Yes, that is what I said, right? So could I post that video?
But you reacted.
No, I reacted. So when you react, a knee-jerk reaction, which is like someone does something so annoying and then you want to respond to it, what do? Well, I made a video. I didn't post it. I just saved it. Okay, I just saved it. Well, here in my random Nifty Girl account, I could do whatever I want, right? So I uploaded it. So that's what I uploaded. Okay, and that's what I uploaded. All right, okay. So Mr. Jube 21 says, is there a specific software used for making 10K projects? Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. It is called Hashlips. Hashlips. Okay, and you can find tutorials on Hashlips by Hashlips on YouTube. Okay, and you can learn on your own. And at a certain point, I will be covering that, but that is a very sophisticated thing. It is very, very involved. But yes, there are software programs to make your own 10K collection. And that is what CryptoPunks, literally that is how CryptoPunks were created by Larva Labs. And I made a video all about this. CryptoPunks were created because Larva Labs, these two guys, were working on this software. And the software was super cool. And they just wanted to know, is it going to work? Is it going to work? So what they did was they created layers and layers and layers of like ears, eyes, hair, head, shapes, backgrounds, etc., accessories. And each one of those is its own separate layer. They put all of that information into this software program and let the program generate finished characters, finished NFTs. And they created the very first program, Larva Labs, to create 10K projects. So cool, right? So
10,000, right?
10,000, yeah. So Jubei, thank you. Jubei, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, here we go. So what is an NFT? Right click. That is my response to that dumbass response that I got on my video. Okay, so there's a bunch of things that you want to do about selling. The first one is you want to list your item for sale. Okay, that's the first thing. Of course, you have to make a preview. I haven't gotten to that yet. And then you want to select the sell method. There are a number of different options that OpenSea gives you to sell your NFT. The first one is a fixed price. You know, you want to make $100. You listed for X amount of ETH, X amount of ETH, because OpenSea works with ETH. You listed for a certain amount of ETH that will include, along with that $100, you know, maybe a little bit more for gas fees, because you're going to still have to pay gas fees when it's minted, when it's sold to your buyer. At that point, there are fees, yes. So a fixed price, but remember, keep in mind that you're going to have to add that in. Timed auction. You can do a timed auction. And what that means is that you say, okay, I am listing this at this price for this many days. And then at the end of those days, boom, it's over. You know, if you didn't buy it, you're out. So you can do a timed auction. So those are two of the options. Also, set price. So sell at a fixed or declining price, highest bid. Auction to the highest bidder, bundle, group items with other items to sell, right? So 3 super cool options. Set price means the price stays fixed, or, and this is kind of weird, because you set your price to decline. So your first price, it's like, I think it's called a Dutch auction. Your first price is your highest price. If nobody buys it at your highest price, then over a certain amount of time that you set, you say, okay, the price is going to go down by this amount, this amount, this amount, this amount, this amount, until at the very end, it is the lowest, it's your floor price. So your set price can either be, that's it, that is my price, or it can be a declining price that then goes down to your floor price. And floor price meaning the very bottom price that you are willing to sell this for. And that can be, you can set a price for up to 6 months. You can put an NFT up, set a price, and then just leave it up there until somebody buys it, but only for a period of 6 months, and then you have to go in and redo everything. Okay. Buyers pay the gas fees when they purchase a set price NFT. This is kind of cool. And the reason for this is because OpenSea doesn't have to do any work in the background, right? Do you understand what I mean by that? So if you were an auction house and you have a set price, what are you doing? You're saying, okay, here's the price, pay it. If you're an auction house and there's prices, and you have to look at, oh, that bidder, and oh, that bidder, and oh, that bidder, and oh, right, you're working, you are working for this. So this is why there's more work involved. Okay, it's not just, here's a price. It's not that. Okay, it's this. So this is why, like, when we watch the auto auction.
Right.
Right?
Barrett Jackson.
When we watch the Barrett Jackson auto auction that just happened, those guys are crazy. They're working their butts off. They're running all over the place. They're running to the buyers. They're back over to the car. They're running to the buyers. They're back over to the car. And the guy that's up there is going, ba-da-da-da-da, and you, and ba-da-da, and you, and ba-da, right?
Right.
A lot of activity, but a lot of work. This is why you pay gas fees. You, the seller, pays gas fees for that because you are asking OpenSea to do a lot of work. Not if you just set the price. What do they have to do? Nothing. Somebody just has to pay for it. So this is why. This is why. So that is what that tip is all about. Okay. Sellers pay the gas fee when an offer is accepted. And that is something that you want to keep in mind also when you are buying NFTs, that you will pay the gas fee when an offer is accepted. What is highest bid? Well, the highest bid is sold at or over the floor price. So if your floor price is 100 ETH, oh, that would be a lot of money. Let's say your floor price is 1 ETH, because that's like $3,000 plus. Let's say it's 1 ETH. Okay, that's your floor price. The whole auction happens, the highest bid is 1 ETH, sold. Okay, that's your floor price. But let's say somebody buys it at 1.5. Now that's the highest bid, or 2. That'd be great, right? Or 10, that would be even better. Or like what happened to Beeple when he sold his NFT on Christie's and it went up to $69 million. I mean, so you never know what's going to happen, right? $65.9 million. I think that's what it was. Insane things can happen. So OpenSea pays for the gas for the highest bidder with a reserve. That's a floor price, okay, with the reserve price set. So there are a whole bunch of things, little tiny things that you want to make sure that you do. Bids made in the last 10 minutes of an auction, because you want to pay as little as possible, right? So if you bid at the very beginning of an auction and that's the most that you want to spend, people are going to bid more than you, and you like, that's it, you're done, okay? But if you wait until the very end of the auction and nobody's bid more than what you're willing to spend, and you put that bid in, but it's in the last 10 minutes, they're going to extend the auction by another 10 minutes. Kind of stinks, but they're just trying to be fair to everybody else who made a bid. Okay, that's why that works. Bundles, groups of items to sell at one price. And this is what's cool about that, because you can put a collection together and sell that whole entire collection at one price. And it's very easy to do on OpenSea. You can actually bundle up to 20 different items on Ethereum. Okay, so that's pretty nice that you can bundle as many as that. Each bundle, now this is not each individual item within the collection, but each bundle now will have a unique token, a unique link to that entire bundle. You do not pay gas fees to mint each one of those individual items until the item is sold. Okay, so it's very important to know that you can upload anything you want to OpenSea, except your very first one. You will pay gas fees on that, but otherwise, no. Now, this is where you set your price on when you're listing your item for sale. This is where you set your price in ETH. And there is a drop down there because you can also set your price in Weth, W-E-T-H, and other different types of currency. But you set your price in that, and then see if you use different types of currency, then somebody has to actually have that wallet. So this is another reason to use the most used wallet like Metamask and used Ethereum, ETH, because it's the most used, it's the most commonly used currency, but you don't have to. You can use other currency. Okay. Next is duration. How long do you want it to last? You click on the calendar, you choose the days, you choose the times, you can make it last as long as you want, up to 6 months. And then finally, fees. So there is a service fee from OpenSea of 2.5%. And then if you have said, yes, as the creator of this item, I want a royalty. You can set a royalty literally of any amount that you want, but don't be greedy because that's crazy, right? But so let's say that your creator fee is 5%. So it's going to show 2.5% and 5% as the fees that are going to have to be paid. And then you can click preview mode, see what it looks like, and then you can confirm and hit confirm. Okay, To complete your listing, you have to initialize your wallet, which means you get your wallet set up to sell for the first time. You don't have to do every single time, but you must initialize your wallet for the first time, which is where you pay the gas fee. And then approve it for sale, and then confirm what you are charging, to sell this item on OpenSea. And now, woo! Your item is now listed for sale, and there it is. So you can share it to Twitter. You can share it wherever you want, and then click here to view your item. And wow. To see the items that you've listed, just select the activity tab on your profile page and you'll see all of that. So you don't ever have to think like, oh my God, what just happened? I don't even know. Where is everything? Questions about that? Okay, any questions about that? Bring them, because we are ready to answer them. Any questions that you can think of?
I don't see any questions at this point.
I am going to keep going then, if there are no questions on that. So, just a quick recap of what we just learned. How do you sell an NFT on OpenSea? And this is just OpenSea. This is not every other marketplace. This is simply OpenSea. Pre-make your NFTs. Set up an account on OpenSea. You must have a cryptocurrency wallet. Set up your wallet like Metamask. Create a collection page on your account. Okay, create a collection page on your account. And then create, they call it create, but you're literally just uploading your NFTs, and then sell. You must add the information on how you're going to sell it. So any other questions about that? Okay, Marinella said, so there are a bunch of fees, and that goes back to the very first question about fees. I did say with your very first question that yes, you do have to pay as a seller for the very first time a gas fee to become a seller on OpenSea, because they are literally creating an account on a blockchain. Okay, they are creating an account on a blockchain. So yes, there is a fee. That fee is not a set fee. It is kind of like a variable fee. Ethereum changes every single second of the day, the price of Ethereum. Like, I went and looked at my Ethereum and I had made $100 on what was in my wallet, just, sleeping. I had made $100.
More than a little bit like the stock market. It really is.
Yeah, it's just like the stock market. So, pretty cool. You can just make money on your Ethereum. So, yes, there are fees. Now, at the end there, Marinelle, okay, you're confused. When you become a seller on OpenSea, I know this is a lot.
It's a lot.
And I do recommend that you,
all at once.
It is a lot. Yeah. I do recommend that you go back through and watch again at your leisure and stop and start and take notes, because it is a lot. It really is.
I'm going to.
And how is this all up in my brain? I don't know. It's just from doing all the research that I do, tons and tons and tons and tons of research. So, do you pay fees as a seller on OpenSea? You pay a fee to open an account for the first time on OpenSea. So when you open an account, which is you creating a profile page, you pay a gas fee. The reason for that is because you are creating a contract with OpenSea that is now on a blockchain. And somebody literally has to create in letters and numbers on a computer using electricity, gas, this account for OpenSea. So yes, you pay an account fee. That is your gas fee to open an account on OpenSea. Now, do you pay fees to upload your NFTs? No, you don't. Do you pay fees when you sell an NFT? It depends upon the way you set the price. And that was why I couldn't just answer that question at the beginning of this. How do you sell on NFT? Here we are talking after you've learned everything, that there are multiple price point ways that you can sell an NFT. You can sell it at a fixed price point where, your buyer pays gas fees. You can sell it as an auction. You can sell it as a Dutch auction. You can sell it as a bundle. There's so many different things that you can do. So yes, there are fees associated with it, but you don't necessarily pay them. Okay, so how much is the first time account? This is not a set fee. So when you set up your account, you will find out what the fee will be, what the gas fee will be, because gas fees, also known as GWEI, G-W-E-I, another term for you to learn, Gwei changes by the second, just like Ethereum changes, just like any cryptocurrency changes, gas fees change. And the reason for that is because it's a real person. There are real people who are actually doing the work. And so those real people literally bid to get your money. They bid to get your money, and some of them are willing to do it for less. And some of them might say, no, I'm gonna, this is what I'm charging. I'm gonna charge $17, or I'm gonna charge $50 or $300. So it really changes based on the day, based on the time of day, based on, all these different things. How busy is OpenSea at the moment? All of these things make a difference. So you can wait and see if the price goes down, but it never is the same. It will never be the same for any one person. It will always be different. I know that's confusing. I am sorry, Marinelle, but that is my best, that is my best definition. So Jeffrey said, great presentation. We'll be watching your videos. If anything for your energy, thank you so much. I do have a lot of energy. You know what? I love this. I love NFTs. I love cryptocurrency. I love the blockchain. I love the space. The people are fantastic in it. Yes, there are hackers. Boo on them. They're jerks and creeps and horrible, and we hate them, but they exist, right? They exist. But everybody else, so awesome. There are so many awesome people in this space. And I love that you're getting into this space as well. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is where they will be posted. I do appreciate you so much. Pamela, the fees are expensive to run all of these computers that operate these platforms and generating the smart contracts and blockchain. Yes, Pamela, thank you for saying that, because that is the truth. So a blockchain is and I have done a video about this, so please go back and look at the videos. What are NFTs? What is the blockchain? What is, all this kind of stuff, and I will be posting more of them, I promise you guys. I've just been, extremely involved in our NFT collection and creating all this other kind of stuff, and a course that I'm going to be doing coming up February 22nd. So 2/22/22. So cool. I couldn't miss out on that, right? I could not miss out on that just because it was such cool numbers. Okay, so Mr. Jubei says, I love that, Mr. Jubei, 21. How do people make millions selling NFTs? Rarity, scarcity, celebrity, fame, marketing, getting in with the right group of people, doing Discords, doing your Twitter, being in the right place at the right time. There are a lot of reasons why people make millions. Okay, that's a great question. Do they set the base prices high, or do you make money from the residual percentages that's set for each NFT, or is the quantity of NFTs that they sell? Oh my God, so many great questions. Wait, I have to put this back up. Okay, so do they set the base prices high, or do you make money from the residual percentages that they set for each NFT? I'm going to answer that one first, because when Beeple auctioned off his 5,000 days NFT at Christie's in October, I believe it was, in October. I think it was October. Anyway, I have a video about that. They set the price at $100. Okay, they set the price at $100. And if you watch my video about the top 5 NFTs that sold in 2021, if you go watch that video, it's just a short, I don't even know if it's a whole minute. It shows Beeple watching on his television, on his computer. I don't know if he was on his computer or TV, watching as the price went up. He's watching, and he's sitting there, and he's on his sofa, and he's watching, and he's getting closer, and he's like, it's so much fun to see. I just put a little short of it in there, but it's so much fun to see it because the price went from $100, that was the opening, to multi millions.
That was 6 million.
No, it was like 65.8 million.
It was more than 6 million.
It was millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Why? Why did that go for millions and millions and millions of dollars? There are so many reasons. There are so many reasons. The person who bought it, okay, that's number one, could afford to do that and wanted it to be a special NFT and wanted NFTs to be important. Okay, that launched NFTs, literally. That made NFTs go boom out into the atmosphere. It was like okay, up until that point, people were buying and selling and buying and selling, and it was like, okay, NFTs, cool. I'm getting into it. Interesting. I don't know. Kind of like it. And then all of a sudden, this Christie auction happened, and it's like, oh, NFTs, 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 NFTs. I'm going, you know, like there was so much insanity around the whole world of NFTs. And it's because that's how you create insanity, right? That is how you do it. Do you think the Mona Lisa would be so incredibly well-known worldwide if she hadn't been stolen from the Louvre? Do you think? No. No. Because when something huge happens, something incredibly dramatic happens, and the whole world writes about it in the newspapers and talks about it, and you know, people are like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like Leonardo da Vinci and the Mona Lisa, and like before she was just one of his paintings, and now she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So this is how she became the most famous painting in the world, by being stolen. So when dramatic events occur, this is one way that things become super, super, super expensive. So another question was, or is it the quantity of NFTs that they sell? So the 10K collection, the 10K project that Larva Labs put out, CryptoPunks, became just the same way, okay, just the same way that Beeple's 5,000 Days NFT sold for millions of Christie's. CryptoPunks, which were selling, like when they first put them out, a 10K project, it was their first project, they just put them out for free. And nobody even wanted them. All people had to do was pay the gas fee. And at that time, gas fees were real low, okay, like $5, $10, $15. Nobody even cared. Nobody wanted them. Nobody was interested. And they kept talking about it, and they kept talking to people, and they kept showing them. And then all of a sudden, people were like, kind of cool. All right, I'll buy one. What is it, $50? Okay, fine. I'll do the gas fees. And then finally, people were interested in the CryptoPunks, and so they put a price on them. And people were paying the price. And so then they started pricing them a little higher, and then people were paying the price. And then in the resale market, people started selling them for a lot more money. And then one person, Dylan Field, said, I am going to sell my CryptoPunk, which I believe is the Mona Lisa of CryptoPunks. Actually, the Mona Lisa of NFTs, he said. I am going to sell my CryptoPunk for $7+ million. And he listed it for $7+ million, and it was purchased for $7+ million. And what do you think happened? People went crazy. It was all over the news. It was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. CryptoPunks, and people started buying CryptoPunks. Now you can't even touch them for under like $200,000, and they're selling for millions. And so how does it work? That's how it works. You want to get celebrities on board. You want to get famous people on board. You want to get all the newspapers talking about it. You want it to be in all the newsletters. You want podcasters to be talking. You want everyone on like Good Morning America to talk about it. You want Gary Vee talking about you. You want everybody talking about it.
You got a campaign.
You got a campaign. You got to be a politician. This is how it works. Okay. So Jeffrey said 69 million. Thank you so much. I wasn't sure. I know I should be, but I couldn't remember. Marinelle, I feel NFTs are mainly designed for very rich, lucrative things and people who are artists that want to be known. Am I not correct? Please be honest. No, I don't feel like NFTs are just for rich people. No, I think, I just read about this absolutely fabulous guy. I should probably do a short about it. And he's a guy who, when he hit 50, he started making art when he hit 50. And he was making little paintings, just little bitty paintings, lots of little bitty paintings. And he started selling them on eBay. And when the NFT market happened, a friend of his said, I would like to create an account for you on OpenSea and sell your paintings as NFTs. And he's like, why? Why would you do that? He said, well, why not? You could just make more money. And he's like, but I'm okay. I'm making money from eBay. It's fine. I don't really need that money. And the guy said, yeah, but this is a way for you to get known better. This is a whole different market, et cetera, et cetera. And the guy said, fine, go ahead and do it. So he set up the account for him. He keeps all the money for this guy, Eric, and Eric won't take any of the money, which is insane. He's like, take the money, buy more art supplies. No, I don't want to. I'm not even ready to. I'm still doing great on eBay. He sold like 9,000 paintings on eBay since he turned 50. I don't know how old he is now. But anyway, the point is he sells the NFTs on OpenSea for like $35, $50, $100. It's not a lot of money. And they're selling. Last year he made $18,000. Okay. So is it only for rich people? No. Honestly, it is not only for rich people. It is for people who do it. It is for people who are actively going to continue to progress with their art into the digital world, make an account, post NFTs for sale, and make money from them. It is for anyone. It is an open market. That is what OpenSea is all about. It is for any artist. You can be the crappiest or the greatest artist in the world. You are welcome on this OpenSea marketplace. You are welcome. So that is the answer. Mr. G. Bay. Gotcha. Thank you guys so much. You are true life. Best of luck, abundance of blessings to the. Oh, Mr. G. Bay, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. And to everyone who came here today, thank you guys so much. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you. We appreciate you so much. We love that you are here. So I hope it is clear. If it isn't, leave it in the comments below. I am going to be launching my very first NFT course. It is going to be live with me privately on Zoom. It is not going to be on YouTube. It is not going to be for the public. It is going to be for up to 100 students who are interested in joining me live for 5 days, an hour a day for 5 days. And I will be posting this in our newsletter and on the meetups. So the meetups on Meetup are NFT Club and NFTs for Beginners. There's links below this video. In the description below this video, there are links to just sign up for the newsletter and sign up for the meetups. I will be posting on there, just those 3 places, and Twitter, of course, about the course. And the first 100 people are going to get an amazing price, okay? Because it's going to be launching on 02/22/2022. I am going to be giving you the amazing price of 2 plus 22 for the first 100 people. The next 100 people, it is going to be 2 plus 22 plus 20. And then for the next group, it's going to be 2 plus 22 plus 20 plus 22. So that is how I'm going to do my first NFT course price-wise. So you definitely want to be in the first 100 because that's going to be the cheapest ones, right? That's going to be the cheapest ones. And you need to sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already. And Pamela said, thank you. I've got a lot out of your chat. Thank you so much, Pamela. Appreciate you. Marinella said, thank you. I will definitely try it. Good. I am so proud of you, Marinella. That's exactly what I want to hear. I want to hear that you are going to do it. Do it, do it, do it. So the next video is going to be about utility. How do you add utility to an NFT? If you are just making NFTs, what is the point of utility? Why would you do that? How does it make it even more valuable? What is utility? Don't you want to know? So that is what I'm going to cover next time. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like this video, please like it. You know I love those likes, share it, comment, whatever you want to do. I just want you to get involved. Get involved. Please subscribe. We appreciate you so much. So Sal's going to roll over here, and we are just going to be here at the end together. And we're going to say, whoops, not the internet. We're going to say, Mom, you want to come in? My mom is here listening to us as well. We're just going to say thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We hope that you have learned a lot. If you haven't, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
If you haven't, please review. Do your own research, DYOR. And GN, friends, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for being here.